all, welcome back to Korea TV. Today I'd like to share a recipe that is including dried shrimp. Well, dried shrimp, if you go to your Asian grocery store, you'll see many varieties of options available. I'm going to be using the one is from India, not the Philippines, not the Japanese, none of those, but there are ones that are from India in your Asian grocery store, local Asian grocery store. It comes with a head like so, and it is dried shrimp. How you prep it is actually you take off the head and you take off the tail and you take off this little wiggly legs and you pop it into your water. What that does is that it brings it back to life. So that's what this whole setup of shrimp is. When you dry roast or rehydrate your shrimp, you want to have enough salt in it so that it actually preserves this shrimp to its natural taste. When you soak it in water, you're getting rid of all that excess saltiness that you do not want to add into your dish. So for right now, what we're going to do, I have a saucepan ready. We're going to dry roast this shrimp that has been sitting in the water for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Once that is done, and say if you couldn't get a hand on the Indian Kerala style shrimp, you could definitely jump into these ones that are ready to go because they already toasted, they already cleaned it. It's all good to go. You can make a chutney out of it. You can make the same dish that I am doing, but it's going to be looking a little bit different because the shrimp is very tiny. We're going to drain off all of this shrimp. This is like a handful of shrimp that I'm using. Squeeze off all the excess out of it, and I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients that you need, but this one is actually a prep that you're going to be using over and over. So I wanted to show you how to clean your your shrimp, how to prep it, how to clean it, all of that stuff. Toasting the shrimp might take about anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. You'll see a little bit of a color change like right there. Okay, our shrimp is all done, and transfer to a bowl. Let me introduce you to all the rest of the ingredients we'll be using. We're going to be tempering this in coconut oil, mustard, curry leaves, and then we're going to make a fine paste using turmeric powder, red chili powder, garlic clove, green chili, red dried chilies, grated coconut, salt to taste. You want kombucha in water to add flavor. We are going to be adding our chayote into this, as well as we're going to be adding shallots at multiple stages during this for tempering and to add to the gravy. So first off, what we're going to do is get our paste ready. To this, we're going to add all of our grated coconut, 1 piece green chili, 1 piece garlic, 1 red dried chilies, along with a little bit, a teeny wee bit of shallots, and get it into a fine paste. You're going to add water. You will need water. For water, we're going to be using the kombucha water to get this into a fine blend. Alright, so we're going to prep our chayotes. You're going to peel the skin. It does become kind of sticky, and that's natural. Let's cut both the ends off. Okay, let's cut it down the middle. As you can see, there's a huge pit right in the middle. We don't want that. We're going to take that out. Now we're going to just cut it into bigger chunks. You only need a half of it, so you don't need the rest of it. You can keep it for another dish. And how we're going to do this, add all of this along with our shrimp into a pan. We're going to cook our chayote, our dried shrimp, in that kombucha water and bring it to a boil. While that is boiling, we need to add a little bit of our red chili powder as well as our turmeric powder. Now we're going to let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. So if you look at how much water I poured in, it's just to soak our chayote as well as our dried shrimp in there. adding a tablespoon of our diced shallots. Let this cook and then I'll show you the next step in about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, it's about time for us to take a peek at our shrimp. At this time, we're going to give it a good mix. Our chayote and our shrimp is well blended together. Now we need to add rest of our ingredient, which is our coconut paste. Okay, I'm going to pour some more water to get all of this juice out into this dish, and then I'll cover it up and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, let's add our rest of the ingredients into this. Let's give it a good mix. I'm going to season this vegetable and our dry shrimp. This is going to cook for another 2 to 3 more minutes. Wow! It seems that it's not quite ready, so we're going to cover this and cook for another few more minutes. So right now the flavor hasn't all combined together. Let's give it about a couple more minutes and then we'll see how that tastes. Ooh, very good. At this time, if you have extracted coconut milk fresh, pour that in, the first extract. If not, I'm going with the coconut milk from the can and just adding a little bit in that. After you pour your coconut milk in, you do not want this dish to come to a boil because then it will split. Our dish is almost done. Now we're going to move this aside and we're going to temper this dish. In goes with our coconut oil. Once that is ready, we're going to go in with our mustard seeds. Splitting our red dried chilies along with our curry leaves is all ready to go. As soon as that splutters, we're going to add our shallots. Fireworks has started. I don't want to make a big mess. I'll start with our onion, shallots, whatever you want. Goes with our curry leaves and our red chilies. We're going to transfer all of this into our pan and it's done. You see the color change in our shallots? That tells me it is ready. I don't want it to turn really dark brown because it's going to get that bitter taste, but this is perfect. Perfect timing on our shallots. And we're going to go pour all of that in. Make sure to get all of that from that pan. And our dish is done. Now you give it a try and let me know if you enjoyed this recipe. It looks really good for me. I hope you enjoy this time with us. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.